Hey guys, RJ here, or RJax, whatever you prefer. I had a dream last night. By the way, it's August 7th today. And I had a dream last night that honestly shocked me. What I mean is that you see many people online giving testimonies about how they encountered God. Now, I'm still struggling to comprehend this, but this morning I woke up at around 10 o'clock in the morning and I had a dream just before I woke up, and it was the most clear image of God's love I've ever seen. And even then, it was only a small ounce of His love. And even now, it shakes me, and I'm still confused, shocked, don't understand, but I also feel peace, because it's hard for me to visualize everything for you, because I saw it in my dream. I saw it visually. No one else could have. It was in my imagination. Now, I know a lot of people, I don't care if TikTok takes this down. I don't care if YouTube takes this down. This is my testimony. Even then, it might not be much, but this is the most clear experience I've had with hearing God. And I'll be honest, I heard His voice. But the thing is, His voice was not like anything I've heard. It was not my voice. It was not my dad's voice. It was a voice of someone I never heard of before. And yet it was His voice that I heard. But in the beginning, it was a normal day, right? It was a normal day. I was about ready to go to college, because I'm about to go to college in the next couple weeks right now. But we were going out to Paxton, Nebraska. It's maybe like an hour or two away from where I live, North Platte. And we were in the car. Everything was so vividly real to me, it did not feel like a dream. But I looked to the right, and suddenly the sky shifted. Clouds looked completely different, and there was like a motionless tornado somehow. I can't explain it. But the thing is, as the scene shifted, we were going over a hill. Suddenly the sky completely darkened to just black and red while we were driving. Mind you, it was a normal day in my dream, right? But I look over in the distance to my right mirror, well, my right window of my car seat, right? And I see what looks like three large pitch black things. At first I think it's like mountains, because in the middle of Nebraska, why would there be mountains? But as I looked closely, it was not mountains. There were three pitch black things that were tall, and they were over the horizon towards the west. Which, in this case, the west is this way where I'm recording this, in my kitchen. But it was west, and it looked like faces. But these faces were completely pitch black. I cannot make any difference to them, but I can tell it was something evil and ominous. And I told my family members in my car with me in the dream, this is not right. This does not look right. And that's when I saw something right next to it, as bright as the sun, but it was almost as if the sun was not already out and the sun was like rising again. But the sun rises from east, aka this way, but it risen from this side. And it looked like the sun, but I saw like a dark image, and it was not like a dark evil image, but it was like a shadowed image of hands together praying. I was confused. The scene shifted to when we arrived in the town where we were going to eat for a family outage. Everyone was on the street, everyone looked confused, and I told my family this is not normal. But what actually shakes me, at the time I did not understand why this, I thought everything was in a certain place because my imagination just hit it. At first I wanted to think it was coincidence, but thinking about it now, it's not coincidence. I and many people out there who are like me struggle with lust. And I'm not going to lie about that. I struggle with lust. My problem is I absolutely hate when I sin. I hate my lust. And it's to the point where I hate the pain I feel. I hate the shame. Try not to cry about this, but I'm probably going to cry again. My eyes are getting misty already, but I was in my bathroom, and you all already know, but this was in my dream. I was in the bathroom, in the back one, because that's usually where I struggle the most. And I was not doing what I was doing normally. I was face to face with God. He was right in front of my shower. But the thing is, in my dream, I felt shame. I felt fear, shame, and guilt. Because I was thinking about it, I was wondering at first why I dreamt about that, but seeing it clearly, that's where I struggle the most in my house with it. That's where God appeared. And I could not see his face at all. Like, I was unable to look directly at his face. But I could make out somewhat remembering a robe. Someone wearing a robe. He was not talking. I was in the bathroom. Mad. I was mad about myself. I remember saying, "How will you forgive me? How could you love me because I spat in your face so many times? I've sinned against you thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I punched, I think it was my toilet bowl in my sink in the dream, because I was actually mad. I truly felt guilt because of what I did. And the thing is, I had struggles condemning myself. I had struggles condemning myself, telling myself that if I was really a Christian, I would not be doing this. I could easily get over it, and yeah, I'm choosing to let it take over. But the thing is, right after I was saying, "Why does he love me?" I immediately remember falling to my knees and literally hugging his right leg, and I told him to depart from me. Because I'm a sinner, and I don't know why he would forgive me. I told him to depart from me. Because how could he love me after I sin, after I lust, after I spit in his face, right? But that's when I heard his voice. Hold on. That's when I saw him, not his face, but I heard his voice. And I heard no anger. I heard no hate. I heard no condemnation from his voice. It was the most probably calming voice I've ever heard in my life. More comforting than my mom, more comforting than my own dad. I heard him, I'm pretty sure, say word for word, "You make the effort. I do not condemn you because you make the effort. But I tell you this, you are fine because I have your heart. You have put your faith in me. I thought it was just weird at the time because I was in the bathroom. But the thing about now, that's why I struggle with the most. And I continuously kept condemning myself, putting myself down in shame. Because my lust gives me a bad mindset. I condemned myself because of what I did. He had no anger in his voice, but he spoke to me in such comfort, saying, you put the effort in. You know you're wrong. You put the effort in. But I tell you this now, I have your heart. All that matters is that you have faith in me. The scene then shifted to my backyard, which I'll show you right now. It's like this. And in my dream, it was the exact same. It was the exact same thing as what's in my backyard right now, right? And I was over there underneath my crabapple tree pacing when suddenly my family were out there. Well, actually first, after I had that vision of God telling me that he loved me, it was night, and the scene shifted to when I was in the backyard talking to my family. I asked them if they got judged by God, and they all said yes. And I felt peace because I felt my family were coming to heaven with me. And I saw fireworks going on all around us, like a big celebration. But then scene shifted again. It was still dark, but I was under my crabapple tree. And suddenly my family told me there was like a bird, or a big bird that fell, is like laying down in the yard, right?